This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Pioneer travel trailer. Model number BH270. Excuse me. We're just going to walk around and through it and take a look at it. So, all right. So you have power stabilizer jacks, right? One switch for the front and one switch for both rears. Okay. You have a power awning with LED strip. Of course, this is the vent for the range hood. You always want the baffle flapping freely like it is right now when you're venting from the stove, so you can vent to the outside. So if you're using the fan, make sure that's flapping freely, the baffle in it. Okay. You have outside speakers. This is just a service panel for the refrigerator. This is furnace out. Your water heater right here. Right now it's empty and it's bypassed in the back. That's because the trailer's winterized. So you can see the cap is off of it right here. It normally fits right on here. The switches to operate it are inside the trailer. When you're getting ready to camp and after you've de-winterized the trailer and all that, make sure you always let the water heater tank fill up before you turn on the either the electricity or the gas. So never run it while it's dry, okay? That's important. Alrighty. This is just your city water, or your fresh water fill. The most common way to get water to the trailer is the city water hookup, which is on the other side. This right here, you can if you don't have city water at the campsite you're camping at, you can always pre-fill this and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you where that pump switch is when we get inside. This is just TV signal out and power if you wanted to put a TV outside. The front stabilizer switch, pass-through storage. You have a power tongue jack, two LP tanks which are full with an automatic changeover regulator. You have a deep cycle marine battery over here. All right, moving along. You have a 30-foot 30-amp power cord. These are your dump valves down here. Okay. Black is for the black tank, which is for the toilet water and waste, and then of course gray is the sink and shower water. Now after you dump your black tank, if you leave the valve open, you can hook the hose at the dump station right onto here. This is the black tank flush. Turn it on, it'll spray out the inside of your black tank and clean it out. Always make sure, like it says on the sticker, that you keep the keep the valve open when you're doing that. Okay. This is your city water connection. I showed you the fresh water tank fill on the other side, but this is what you'll use almost always. Your campgrounds almost always have water, so you just hook your hose on there and you're all set. Of course, that is a sprayer for for kids, dogs, feet, whatever you have. That is campground cable through. You have a rack that folds down if you want to. You can store stuff on it. Yeah, it's pre-wired for a backup camera, as you can see. That one takes a Furion camera. If you want to get one, make sure you get the one that fits in that housing. Also, while we're looking up, the manufacturer states every 90 days or so you should inspect your roof. So make sure if somebody goes up there occasionally and inspects your roof, make sure there's no damage or cracking or separation where anywhere water can get in. Just give it a good look over and make sure it's in good shape. Okay, that should be part of your general basic maintenance. All right, so inside, okay, your slide out room switch is right here. Your awning is right here. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be there, roll it in. This is to turn your Wine Guard Connect, which is your basically antenna system on the roof that turns that on and off. these are your tank levels here. Your water pump is right here. Turn your water heater on gas is right here. Turn it on electric is right there. You can check your levels here. Battery is charged. That's all there. Your keys are right here. Okay. So this one looks like they never had a TV in here, I would guess. But there's a backer plate here if you want to get a swing out bracket and put a TV there. If you do use that and you're hooking to the antenna right here, you always want that green light to be on. You can shut it off, but you want it on if you're using the antenna. That's the signal booster for the antenna, of course. This self-explanatory, just a basic radio. Let's see what we have here. The couch jackknifes flat to turn into a bed. You can also drop the poles on this and put the tabletop on the cleats and turn this into a bed if you need to. You have 2 bunks here. This is your thermostat. You just hit the mode button to light it up, and then you're going to just go through all the modes, right? Heat or fan, which is the air conditioner running without the compressor, just circulates air. Cooling, which is the air conditioner. Make sure if they give you an option for fan speed, you always use auto. And of course then your furnace also. Okay. Your microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood vent with a fan and a light. Remember I said about the baffle on the outside. Your range is pretty simple. You have 3 knobs here for the 3 burners. Then you have your sparker, which you turn clockwise. The oven is knob is right there. I don't know if he's got this turned on here or not. Let me see. Yeah, there he does. So it's that simple. You just turn this clockwise. Down here, there's a pilot light all the way in the back. At the bottom, you're going to light it. You go to the oven knob and go to pilot, and then you depress it. Then you light the pilot light. After it lights, you still hold this in for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Once you do that, you can go to regular operating temperature with it. And it cycles like an oven does, of course. After you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay. The refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. It runs on AC power or LP gas. So this is on and off here. This is the mode. So right now I've got the mode on auto, if you can see that. Auto means electric. That's where you're going to put it most of the time. The reason they call it auto is because it automatically seeks out electricity. If it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas and light on gas, right? If you have a power failure during the day or the night, let's say you're gone for the day exploring, that's a hot day, and the power goes out, well, at the campground, well, it'll sense that, and it will light on gas so you don't spoil your food. So auto's the best way to use it. The only other thing to remember is this cable here that goes up into this clamp. That's called a thermistor. You want, as it shows you on this sticker here, you want it pushed up as high as it goes to make it cool inside. The higher you go with that, the cooler it is inside. So generally you're going to have it up all the way. Let me close this. Always travel with this shut. Always. Okay. This device here is your power converter. So what it does, it converts AC to DC power. Right? So you have on this side you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers like you'd have at home, and they're all labeled right here. Right? Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. So you got 12 volt fuses and they're all labeled. So as long as you're plugged in, this is like the distribution center right here, and then this is the 12 volt distribution center. So when you're plugged in also, it's a battery tender. It'll always sense how much energy your battery up front has and needs, and it'll always keep it charged. So it keeps your battery charged also. This device down here that's glowing green is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. So it should always be green. Otherwise you get it serviced. If it goes off, you take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, figure out what's going on. But if it's not green, get it serviced. It's important, of course. Alrighty. Your bunks. This is a GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. This one might have two. I'll keep my eyes open. But if you're using any of the plugs and they don't look like a GFCI, that it doesn't matter because it's still wired through here. So if you're using a plug and it pops, even the one on the outside, you'd reset it in here. Okay. The toilet is an RV toilet, so it sits over the black tank. So you can't use it dry. By dry, I'm talking about with no water or chemical in it. So the first thing you do when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You'll come in here. You'll put a dose of chemical in there. Then you'll stand on the pedal, hold it down with your foot, and hold it till at least a gallon of water goes in there along with the chemical. And then you're ready to use it. You can't use it dry. If you don't do that, you use it dry, the smell will be terrible. Plus, it can get clogged up and cause you all kinds of problems. So, never use it dry. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what else we have here. Let's go up to the bedroom here. So you have some storage under here. Let's see what else we have here. You have TV hookups here. There's for your signal, and there's the power. You can get a backer here, or there's a backer here so you can put a bracket right on the wall there, so you can watch TV from bed. This is an emergency escape window here, so basically it comes up like this. You push it all the way through. Let me see if I can get this through here. Okay. Hold on, let me set the camera down for a second. Okay. There you go. So you push this all the way through, and then you grab a hold of this red button and pull the screen out so you can escape an emergency. Okay? Alrighty. So that about covers it in here also. Let me look around a little bit. I think we've got it all. It's a smoke detector here. You see there's a battery in there. Yes. Okay, so let me see here. I think everything's done. So yeah, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof. That should be part of your general maintenance. And one other thing, remember that this is winterized, so all the water's been purged from the system. It's been replaced with antifreeze. The water heater is bypassed and is empty right now. Never run the water heater without water in it. That's important, okay? Thank you very much.